Today's objective is to learn how to find the percent of a number. Make sure you write that at the top of your video notes. So, our objective is to find the percent of a number. Finding the percent of a number is like finding part of a whole number. You can use fractions, you can use decimals. I'm going to show you a way to find percent of a number using a decimal. Take a look at this example here. Refer to this circle graph. Suppose there are 300 students at York Middle School. Find the number of students that have cheese as a snack. We have snack at our school. Let's say that these are the snacks that kids eat at York Middle School. We've got 23% that bring fruit, 15% that bring cheese, 17% that bring veggies, 15% with cookies, 18% chips, and 12% have no snack. This pretty much looks like our snack time at our school. So what we're going to do, they're asking us to find how many kids is that. This is the percent of kids that bring cheese as a snack. We want to know exactly how many kids is that. Well, we know that there are 300 students at the whole school. So what we have to do is we're actually being asked to find 15% of 300. To find the percent of a number, the easiest way to do it is to change the percent to a decimal. We know when we write percents as decimals, we simply move the decimal point back 2 times. In other words, it's like dividing by 100. So 15% is 0.15 as a decimal. And then we simply multiply that by the whole number. I don't need to change this. It's already a regular whole number. So all I'm going to do now is multiply 300 times 0.15. I'm going to write that out. Make sure you're copying this example onto your note sheet. 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 5 is 0. 3 times 5 is 15. Now I'm going to start my second row. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0. And 1 times 3 is 3. I'm going to add those up. So 0, 0, 5, and 4. Now I'm going to place my decimal. 1, 2. 1, 2. And my answer is 45.00. That is the same thing as 45. That tells me that 45 students out of these 300 at York Middle School are actually eating cheese as a snack. That's how you find the percent of a number. Pretty simple. It involves 2 skills we've already learned: changing percents to decimals and multiplication. Take a look at some word problems that I want you to try using the method I just showed you. This is the same circle graph showing the data from York Middle School. These are the same snacks, and these are the percentage of kids that bring those snacks. I want you to try to find the percent of students that eat each of the other snacks at York Middle School. Remember, there are 300 students at the school altogether. So I'd like you to try to find the number of kids that eat fruit and the number of kids that eat chips. Why don't you just do those 2 examples, then we'll go over them. Remember, you can always rewind the video and watch me do the example again. When you're ready, unpause the video and we will go over how many kids would bring fruit or chips. Just do these first 2. And I'm just going to read this to you in case you can't see. Fruit, it looks like 23% of kids bring fruit. So you've got to find 23% of 300. For chips, it is 18%. So for the chips, you have to find 18% of 300. Pause the video, try those 2, and then we'll go over them. Okay, let's take a look at how you did. If we want to find the number of kids that bring fruit, we already know the percent, but we want to find how many kids is that. The percent of kids that bring fruit is 23%. So I'm going to find what is 23% of 300. I know 23% of the kids at York Middle School, of those 300 kids, eat fruit as a snack. So I want to know how many is that? How many kids is that exactly? So hopefully you change this to a decimal, and that would be 0.23, and you multiply that by 300. All right, finding a percent of a number simply means to multiply the number by the decimal form. So again, I'm going to do 300 times 0.23. Can you just work a little faster than last time? And it looks like, if I move my decimal 2 times, 69 kids. That gets 69 kids. So out of 300 kids at York Middle School, 69 of them are eating fruit as a snack. Good for them. All right, let's take a look at chips. See how you did on that problem. We can tell from the circle graph that 18% of kids are bringing chips as a snack. So I now have to find 18% of 300 again. The reason I keep using 300 is that's how many kids are in the whole school. All of these are parts of that 300. They're all parts of a whole. That's what circle graphs show. So I'm going to change this to a decimal, 0.18, and I'm going to multiply it by 300. Again, 300 times 0.18. All right, so 0, 0, 3 times 8 is 24. Put down my 0 for a placeholder, and then a 0, 0, 1 times 3 is 3. And now I add those up, and that gives me 5400. Did I forget something? Yeah, I forgot to put my decimal. Don't forget that. 1, 2. It wouldn't make sense to have 5,400 kids if I only have 300. So reading this carefully, I see that 54 kids would bring chips as a snack. 54 kids bring chips as a snack. 69 kids bring fruit as a snack. Now you've had some practice finding percent of a number. Make sure you look over your notes and bring these examples to class tomorrow, and we'll practice some more.